Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK 10:10 in the morning, continuing the conversation here every Saturday morning between 10 and 11. Of course, check us out during the week, thejohnmendolashow.com. We got live interviews on Saturday mornings, but during the week you can get some of those interviews that we catch, including these Holy Redeemer Royals, and what a great job they did as we talk cross-country. Coach Paul Hoda with us right now from the cross-country team. And Paul, a pretty good day overall for Holy Redeemer on Wednesday.
It was a fantastic day. I started right in the morning. It seemed to just, everything we did just seemed to click. I could not have asked for a more perfect day or better results.
And a tough course at Lakeland, and people talking about the course and the change from Elk Lake to Lakeland. Tell us a little bit about what you saw out there as a coach, what it was like.
Well, I thought it was a really good venue. It was a little bit easier to get to than Elk Lake, just right up 81. But then when you got to Lakeland High School, everything was very centrally located. You know, you set up the tent, but you could get to a lot of places on the course. I thought the course, a lot of people said, well, it's going to be flat, but it was actually pretty challenging. They kind of set you up. They took you out in a fast first mile and then took you into a gradual hill that really, it took a lot out of people and took a lot out of the runners.
Yeah, and challenging for a lot of our area runners, but there's been some great results over the years. And, Coach, great results out of this young lady, Lindsey Williams. Tell us a little bit about this young lady and what she does for Holy Redeemer. And, of course, she's just had a nice career.
Oh, fantastic results from day one. She comes to practice every day. She works very hard. She's got a great positive attitude. And the thing is, when she races, she looks as calm and could be. Maybe inside she's stressed, but boy, she just looks like it's a walk in the park for her.
Well, let's bring in Lindsey Williams here on the John Mendola Show. And Lindsey, let's talk about the results on Wednesday. You're the winner.
To do amazing at all. I kind of expected just to get to states, but that's just how the race turned out. That's just how the competition turned out. And I think the competition was great. It really helped me get to a really good time.
Overall, let's talk about your season and your career and what it's been like to be with this family here at Holy Redeemer.
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I love the team. The team is very family central. It really feels like a family because you're there every day. You're all doing the same thing. You all suffer together. And they really kind of push you to do what you need to do.
How about as far as the distance? You talk to cross-country runners who prefer track and field and cross-country. I tend to hear guys or young ladies say they like cross-country a little bit more. How about for you? Do you like the longer distance?
I like the longer distance and the mileage, but I do like track meets and invitationals much better because there's a lot more people.
And talk about what your plans are now for the next few months. Do you do some stuff in the winter?
I kind of just take a break. I occasionally will maybe swim a little bit, maybe at the CYC or at the YMCA, but not competitively, just to stay in shape.
And how about the plans for you in the spring with track and field?
I'm just going to work on my 2-mile time because I like the 2-mile the best out of all the events at track. And maybe I'll end up doing the 1 mile for the team, but all in all, at districts, I want a medal, and I want to try to go for states.
The here and now is Hershey coming up next for you. Talk about that course, what you like about it, and, of course, what you're hoping to do there.
Well, at Hershey, the course is really difficult. It's a lot of uphills and downhills, but the downhills, sometimes when they go into an uphill, it really surges you to go up the hill. So certain parts of the course kind of cancel out. So as long as you kind of keep your head, you look forward, you keep your head in it, you know who your competition is and you stay with them, they can carry you through the whole race. And I'm hoping to kind of get a medal.
How about life as a cross-country runner or a distance runner with the people in your family supporting you? You get people out at a game, you hear them yelling, "Hey, it's my kid, they scored a goal." But for cross-country, how do parents react? And in particular, talk about what they're like when they're out there watching you.
Well, a lot of parents really don't know what it's like to run cross-country because usually most parents in high school played things like soccer or football or field hockey, but not a lot of people run cross-country to begin with. So the parents really don't know what you go through unless they experience it themselves, so they'll kind of expect you to do a lot, but sometimes you can't do as much as they think you can, but as long as you have your coaches there to kind of tell you what you can and can't do, everything's fine, and the parents end up all the parents end up knowing each other and everyone likes each other. So it just turns into a big family thing at the end.
Well, Lindsey, congratulations on a great District 2 meet, and we're rooting for you here at the John Mendola Show for Hershey, okay?
Thank you. All
right, Lindsey Williams from the Holy Redeemer cross-country team, and Coach Hoda, boy, a well-spoken young lady, really focused. You could tell there's a confidence about her. Now we're going to talk about Aaron Hoda. Tell us a little bit about this fellow and what it's like to coach him.
Well, first, John, Aaron is my oldest son, and from the time he was a young boy, we saw that he was very athletic with a really talent for running. As far as coaching him, honestly, it can be a little difficult coaching your own son or your own child. Sometimes, you're not coaching with your head, but you're coaching with your emotions and your heart when your own kid is out there.
And getting to that point is, what's it like, and kind of that same question to Lindsey, coaching your own kid in cross country or in track and field? There's probably a different mindset and a different approach to it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that Lindsey, I can be a little bit more objective with her results, where Aaron, it almost is, I've got to wait 24 hours before I can talk to him. Otherwise, I'm talking to him emotionally rather than, being objective and, okay, well, he had a good race or he had a good time.
All right, let's welcome in Aaron Hoda here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. And, Aaron, let's talk about your race the other day. A pretty good race for you.
Yeah, it was a great time. And, the entire race, I wasn't even, planning on having a great time. I just knew that I was going to have a great race and try to stay with, the Berwick guys and, they're great group of guys to run with.
The ups and downs of running, talk about that mentally, how you do that as a young lady or a young man in approaching that. You may have one race where you kind of stink it up a little bit and then you come back pretty strong. It's hard to get that consistency every week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Every week it's something new. Like, everybody always has their problems throughout the week. And, as a team, we can always, know when someone's down or someone's, hurt, in any way. But, as a team, we really pull together. And I think that's what makes us really strong in the end.
How about the injuries and some of those things that you go through as well for a cross-country runner? You've had a couple of those through your career. What's it been like for you to kind of bounce back both mentally and physically?
I think mentally it really takes a toll on you more than physically sometimes because, that you could have failed your team or you fail yourself. And, I couldn't have done it without, getting, doing it without my team, it's really tough. But, when I bounced back, I knew that they would be there for me. And, they really did help me bounce back. And, I really like how they can help me in the end to do my best.
All right, Aaron, we appreciate you coming in. We wish you the best of luck, okay? Aaron Hoda from the Holy Redeemer cross-country team here on the John Mendola Show. We're going to continue the conversation with Holy Redeemer. Also have Kings College football coach Jeff Narr coming up. We'll squeeze it all in here. We got a short show, Penn State football pregame show coming up. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Fred Forte. Break like a good neighbor. Fred Forte is there. We'll be back here in WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here at WILK. Driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers, 10:21 in the morning. Let's have that conversation continue with the Holy Redeemer cross-country team. And, Coach, we got a couple more student-athletes we're going to check out, and I know you got a handful in that whole studio. We packed them all in, and great for them to come out this morning, that's for sure. But Lucas Volpetti, Scott Williams, Steve Langdon, tell us a little bit about those guys.
All just fantastic teammates, hard workers, and just a joy to have at practice every day. Each has their own personality, unique personality, and I think that's the best thing about a cross-country team. You got a lot more athletes, and everybody is just unique, and just bring something different and positive to the team every day.
Well, let's welcome in some of these runners, and we're up against the clock, of course, because of Penn State football coming up. But Lucas Volpetti, let's get Lucas in here. And Lucas, how about the fun you're having right now with Holy Redeemer this season?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Couldn't be any better.
And overall, talk about your style of running, what you try to do, and your improvements that you've had throughout the season.
Well, I've dropped time ever since I started cross country, this year especially. But with the pack, basically that's what we call our team because we all run together and we all work together.
All right, let's welcome in Scott Williams, also from the Holy Redeemer cross country team. And Scott, for you, let's take us through this season for you. Been pretty healthy most of the year?
Yeah, I've been very healthy throughout the year, and a lot of that is due to Coach Paul's great training. He always makes sure that we stay healthy, encourages us to eat well, sleep well, and that's very important as a runner.
And how about the fun you have with your teammates? Cross-country runners seem to be a different breed, which is a good thing, but very good health, I guess. So promoting good health down the road as far as what you're eating before races or after races, really taking care of your body.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is, healthy eating, but the fun is definitely good for your health too, I would say. We are really a family, like Lindsey said. We all go out to eat together. We spend time together, so we all enjoy each other's company a lot.
All right, let's welcome in Steve Langdon, also from the Holy Redeemer cross country team here on the John Mendola Show. And Steve, let's talk about your year this year. How you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm feeling great. It's great to go to states anytime. It's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I'm just really excited to go to Hershey next Saturday.
And how about the training up until that? Take us through some things you guys will try to do between now and next week to make sure that you're as sharp as you can be.
We're definitely going to keep our mileage fairly low to keep us well rested. And we're going to do workouts to really improve our speed and really help us to try and win states.
Well, we wish you well. We appreciate you coming in. Coach Paul Hoda, thank you so much for bringing in your team today. And, of course, the best of luck next weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Paul Hoda and the Holy Redeemer cross-country team live in studio here at the WILK. We appreciate everybody coming in each weekend here on the John Mendola Show. Follow us online, thejohnmendolashow.com, on Twitter, @JohnMendolaShow. Want to thank our friends at Mendocino's Pizza and Restaurante. We come back here, we're going to talk with Jeff Nahr from King's College, a big football game coming up for them. And, of course, Penn State football coming your way, 10:30 pregame show. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Daryl Hubbard. Break like a good neighbor. Daryl Hubbard is there. We'll be back on WILK.